This is Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to sail with you across the ocean of recovery. If you haven't yet, and you've been enjoying my videos, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button on my channel and give me a thumbs up and a comment if you feel like there's something you have to contribute to the conversation. I'd love to hear about what's going on in your journey or other videos you'd like me to make, and other topics that are fascinating to you that maybe I know something about, and I'm happy to hear any kind of feedback you have. Especially fun is when trolls come to the channel and give me some really interesting comments. Those are always just a great laugh for me, so keep it up, y'all. Today, let's talk about recovery through the lens of exercise, through the lens of movement, through the lens of this is not this. If you're recovering from something like chronic pain sensations or anxiety or panic attacks or insomnia or depression, any of these kind of protective sensations or conditions, then what's really useful to know is that we don't expect a sort of a miracle cure, that there's no one and done process here. We can accelerate, we can have, as I practice, rapid resolution therapy. We can accelerate things by getting unconscious mind on board, moving in the direction that we want. But this isn't something to be fixed. This is a way of learning how to dance and befriend your unconscious mind, to really understand what's going on and to teach your unconscious mind. So thinking about it as like something that, in a mechanical sense of, okay, let's say you have a tumor and the tumor's cut out, done, right? That's the way it always works, right? With tumors, you just cut it out and it's over forever. So that kind of thing. Or you have a puncture in your tire on your vehicle and you get a new tire and it's done. You drive around. You're not constantly working on that tire. But in life, if we want to be healthy, we practice certain things. So on our recovery journey, we practice. There are a bunch of different practices that we do that keep our nervous system, or move our nervous system into a really healthy state, a state where we're prepared, but we're not overprotective. So I'd like you to think about it. Think about your journey of recovery in this way. Because if you think about it as a fix, the old medical model, where you have a surgery, then everything is great, I've never heard of anybody who had that story. It's very rare. If there's something quick, that yes, there are some, you have an appendix issue and they go in, they take care of it, I've heard of that, or a hernia or something, but in general, when you have a serious medical condition and they go in and do a surgery, it doesn't take care of the pain, it doesn't take care of all of the sensations, it doesn't take care of everything. It's just part of a process, part of a journey. The medications, people on medications, I've never heard of someone who said, oh, I just got some medication, I took the medication, everything was great for the rest of until now. Like that. Usually it's, you got to keep taking the medication. There's side effects on the medication. Maybe it works for a while and it's got to go up and add a different one. It's so all of that, thinking that there's some kind of a model where it's a mechanical model where you go in with a wrench and you fix some component and then you're just done, is not a way that's going to lead to a transformative growth in this process. If you want that transformative growth and you actually want to live a life where you're in touch with and you have a deep friendship and understanding and a trust and an appreciation of your nervous system, then it requires some practice. And that practice looks different for different people. It might require taking a 5-10 minute break during the day to walk and breathe. It might mean meditating for that same amount of time. It might mean meditating for an hour in the morning and an hour at night, like Buddha said was the path to enlightenment through Vipassana meditation. It might require different things for different people. But the message here is that you need to keep showing up. You keep showing up for yourself, and that strengthens your being. So if you have a person who is not exercising in their life, they're not doing something to move their body rapidly begins to have problems, have issues. Maybe if they're young, they can get away with that for a little longer. And if you don't show up to cook healthy meals for yourself, and you don't show up for personal hygiene, you don't take care of yourself in these basic ways, then issues can compound. So when it comes to recovering from something like chronic pain, for example, I just recommended a 2-minute, it's a 2-minute DARE practice, where you take 2 minutes a day and you do a little somatic, just hanging out with the sensation for 2 whole minutes. And that's totally acceptable to unconscious mind. 2 minutes, what's 2 minutes? No big deal. I'll do a longer video about that later. But what I'm saying here is that it is a practice. It's a practice, and it's not a perfection. It's not a perfection thing. It's not a, this is all in the mind. Perfection is something that our minds can generate, and we think that there are systems that are flawless or virtually flawless. They work forever. They work all the time. The mechanical model, you have a broken part, you fix the part, done. It's not like this when you have a neuroplastic system that changes every second of every day based on what you're doing. It's a dance, and knowing that is a beautiful thing, because as you practice, as you find out the ways that help you move through your days, help you navigate stressful situations in life, help you reprocess memories, help you to reprogram your mind. As you move through learning those things, those skills stay with you, and you can continue to practice them. And that means that your recovery is solid. It's not you go to some clinic and they hook you up to some different lights, and they do some things to your body, and you kind of believe it, so you get a placebo effect. I mean, I see things all the time in online forums, and I certainly have been there myself, where someone will be so excited about the fact that the green tea suddenly cured their anxiety. And as long as they believe that, it'll work, because they've got green tea going in. And as long as the green tea is going in, they're good, right? They're totally good. So that makes me want to drink a little green tea here with my owl mug. So back to the topic at hand. Make it a practice of strengthening and growing wise. Strengthening your nervous system so that it's calmer, it's prepared, it's not overprotective, and then moving forward in a way that you have a regular, consistent way of practicing all that you've learned on your recovery journey, so that it's not back to the same patterning that brought you into this space, because that's not going to work. It just take you back to the same response. Those old inputs are gone now, or they're leaving now, and we're going to have a new practice, and we're going to show up every day, every week, and believe me, it'll become habitual. So it's not like, oh man, now I got to do 20 things. No, it's not like that. It just becomes habitual. You might find yourself taking a deep breath when you go to the bathroom. You might find yourself stepping outside for a minute. You might find yourself closing your eyes, or journaling a little bit on a piece of paper and throwing it away. Whatever is working for you is going to become automatic. And after a while, then you're going to just, the benefits will continue to compound. So I hope I was clear with all that, and I look forward to your comments. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing and being a part of my mission to help others get out of hell quicker and in a more transformed state so they can go make the world a better place.